but they do it because the system, capitalism, works, and it lets them put bread and food, if you will, on their own family's table. And what's amazing to me is that today, all of these people,
and the way the back band is down and pops back up, you can take your shoe off just as easily. And these are designed to look and feel like any other pair of sneakers. Get your Zebas now at zebashoes.com.
Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street, in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private blockchain companies, the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators, bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. Legacy Network is a blockchain company that will initially be based on the Tron network, and the focus of Legacy is on community and true decentralization. With me is Wes Wade and Justin Wyo, co-founders of Legacy. So let's just start. Wes, tell me about Legacy. What is it all about?
Yeah, we started Legacy really as a focus on community and developers. It's a big lack of it really in crypto, which is kind of surprising. And so we saw that as a hole that could be filled. One of the partners we're excited about actually really is Diamond Atlas Capital. They're a venture capitalist firm that's working on building one of our dApps that we're really excited about, who's going to be running a governing body for us. Or actually, the community is going to be able to stake their legacy tokens to be able to receive a derivative token to be able to use it for more gains than just actually holding the main token.
So that's one of the main things you do is the dApps, the decentralized apps.
Exactly.
So, so explain like how it works. Is this like who joins the community?
So, I mean, that's the beauty of decentralization. Really, anybody. They don't need permission from us to build our network. They just need gas tokens, and they're good to go. Yeah.
So if somebody wants to build a dApp, they can go to Legacy and use that as like the basis for building it on?
Exactly.
Okay, got it. All right, so and that's what the Community Development Fund is all about, or explain that?
So the Community Development Fund is it's a fund we put aside. We put aside about a third of all of our total supply initially, and where those tokens will go is they'll be staked forever, and the rewards from staking will be voted on by the governing bodies or the community, and they can essentially do whatever they want with those funds to support the community forever.
Okay.
You know, so it's a pretty cool idea. You know, it's kind of we were trying to figure out how are we going to keep this going. You know, keep Legacy running forever and getting bigger and bigger. So as the rewards build up, the more funds they have, and the bigger the ecosystem grows. Yeah.
The issue is there's a lot of good ideas out there, but there's a lack of funds really for your guy who has a good idea sitting his computer at home and be able to say, all right, here's how we can fund good ideas. This is what we came up with, and we're
just like an innovative way to look at venture capital.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. In a decentralized way where we, you know, the community votes on everything.
Yeah.
And we don't have a controlling interest in that.
Now, have there been some dApps built already?
It's in the process.
Yeah. In the process, okay.
We just launched a few months ago, so everything's, you know, the network's being hardened. People are building currently. We've already funded a handful of projects, so you can expect it very soon. Yeah.
Okay. And they have to have the tokens in order to proceed?
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
Got it. And then just like what makes Legacy different from some of the other decentralized app companies that are floating around?
Yeah. Part of it is, like I said earlier, the community aspect of it, but there's also just the issue of how do you decentralize something and still make it changeable when changes need to happen. And so our governing system is set in place so that no one can be too powerful on the governing network, where you still have to have a consensus among governing bodies, but even the lesser ones still have as much voting power as the top ones. So the way that we've put that together is really
It's really unique. Well,
Yeah.
that is a challenge with this. Is
Exactly.
True decentralization.
Right.
It's kind of hard to pull off,
It's
right?
hard. Yeah, it's
is.
not one idea. It's 1,000 ideas working together in sync with each other. And to expand a little bit, the way we kind of made Legacy, we didn't want it to just be, oh, this is newest, fastest tech, you know, because that seems what everybody's focusing on. Yes, we do have that, but our focus was, how is this going to work in the mid, short term, long term, you know, all the way through. So that's kind of how we came up with the governing system, the dev fund, the token supply, everything.
Okay. All right. So just tell me about the future. What's your roadmap, your goals for the next year or so? Wes, you want to?
Well, the big thing is going to be the perpetual dev fund staking that's coming up. Being able to fully launch things like our decentralized exchange, our MyriadX. Looking forward to the other dApps that'll be coming out.
Okay.
Yeah. A big ecosystem, just like Ethereum, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like Ethereum.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great. Great to hear about it. And how can somebody find out more if they're interested in being a developer?
LegacyScan.network is our block explorer, or legacy.network.
Yeah, you can read our
LGCY.network.
Got it. Okay. Thanks so much.
Thank
Wes
you
and
so
Justin,
much.
Thank you.
Glint has developed proprietary technology that enables everyone to buy gold. Gold that's stored in Brink's vaults, insured by Lloyd's of London. With Glint's app and debit card, peace of mind is just a few taps away. It's easy to protect your hard-earned savings, and there are no minimums, hidden fees, or financial advisors required. To learn how to safeguard your future, go to glintpay.com or download Glint from your favorite app store.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
William DeBilson is an artist, a painter that is working with blockchain technology to expand his audience. And with me is the artist. William, great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
So just tell me a little bit about your art. You're a painter?
I'm a painter. I started my career about 30 years ago in Laguna Beach in California. And things developed, and then I started showing in many different galleries around the country, and opened a gallery in Delray Beach in Florida.
Okay.
So and also had a gallery in Santa Fe, New Mexico for 10 years, and so been at it for a while.
Yeah, and describe your art.
Well, when I first started painting, I was painting just abstract pieces, and then in my second year, I started working with this figure that I did, and it was a long, tall, skinny figure, and it became a signature for me.
Okay, interesting. So talk to me about the blockchain technology and how you're incorporating that. Is this an NFT, or how does this work?
Yes, we're just, the company SoMee approached me a couple months ago, and we had several conversations on the phone, and they said that they wanted to feature me in the work, and of course this is all new technology that I'm still learning about, and so I was very interested, and you know, we're going to launch it and see how it goes.
See what happens.
Yeah.
So do you have to do anything different as an artist?
Well, you know, fortunately it's all based on digital work, so I have a huge library of work over the past 30 years, and you know, so they asked for, I think it was like 10 to 15 different images, and so we're going to launch that, I think, very soon. Maybe after this interview, and you know, like I say, it's still new territory for me.
So what's the biggest NFT project you have, would you say?
Well, so the biggest thing coming up is something a little bit aside from this, but in May, a friend of mine is who knows much more about NFTs and this whole world than I do, but he has a $35 million painting, and I can't reveal what it is at this point. He's going to burn it and create an NFT out of it. So that shows you, you know, his confidence in where NFTs are going, and
my goodness,
you know, well, it's pretty ballsy for him to do something like that.
Right. Well, and you know, let me know when that happens, because that would be
yeah, that'd be.
to cover,
we tentatively have the date set for May 7th.
Okay. Yeah. So. Let me know. Now, what do you hope? Like, are your goals with this, or are you just kind of experimenting?
It's kind of an experiment. You know, I still make most of my resource income from paintings, of course, but I've been developing this fashion line over the last 10 years, and so we're incorporating that also into the NFT world and metaverse, and fortunately I've got people around me that understand it much better than I do, but there's a lot to learn.
Yeah, oh for sure, and you're just really trying to, I guess, expand your brand, maybe expose your art to people globally that would not.
Well, that's you know what most artists try to do. So fortunately, it's worked out for me well, and I've reached a level of success that I never thought I'd be able to when I first started painting. But it's hopefully this will bring another
well, that's actually a good point, because there aren't too many people who can make a living painting, right? It's
I get asked all the time from people that are starting their careers in art, and what does it take, and it's a long process. It's kind of, I often refer it to like a musician that has to learn how to play guitar, whatever it is. You have to put hours and hours and time into it, dedication, hard work that it takes to do it, and it just doesn't. Very seldom. I don't know too many artists that it came easy for.
Well, best of luck.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Technology that enables everyone to buy gold. Gold that's stored in Brink's vaults, insured by Lloyd's of London. With Glent's app and debit card, peace of mind is just a few taps away. It's easy to protect your hard-earned savings, and there are no minimums, hidden fees, or financial advisors required. To learn how to safeguard your future, go to glentpay.com or download Glent from your favorite app store.
BlockBank is on a mission to harmonize traditional and decentralized finance to provide a seamless experience for all. And with me is the CEO and co-founder, Darren Francischini, to explain a little bit more about BlockBank. So tell me what it is, who is it for?
So BlockBank was led by the idea of making it easy for everyone, crypto enthusiasts, starters, ones that are particularly in the midsection of the education level when it comes to crypto, and we are one platform for all things crypto. So BlockBank is looking to defragment the crypto industry by providing all services in one space, and the main goal of BlockBank is to be feature-rich, either through our services or partners, all with simplicity in mind. Because of this mindset, we have a vast array of user profiles, starting from a crypto-curious user all the way to a very experienced user who would like to take advantage of our staking APYs, which are some of the highest in the industry for BTC and ETH.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So, and yeah, I think this is one of the issues with crypto is that people are a little scared. Like there's a kind of a big gap between education and what people feel comfortable with. And so it sounds like you're trying to bridge that a little bit. So what is the newest, most exciting thing that you would say that you're working on right now with BlockBank?
So we just released our cards for our users, which is very exciting. But coupled with this, we're about to release our BlockBank Labs. This vertical of the business is comprised of a few different components. The two main being the sandbox, where projects build out their services into our platform, and investments or acquisitions. We've already invested in a few projects that fit within our model and are looking for more.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. And when you say cards, you mean like actual physical cards?
Absolutely. Okay. Virtual and physical, yes.
Okay, that you could use at a retailer. So how can I get one? Where are they available? How does somebody use it?
So to get the card, all you need to do is download our application on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. We actually have an aggressive cashback strategy with our card starting from 1% all the way up to 8% cashback, depending on which tier you are. Once you go through the sign-up process, you can apply for the card directly in the application. Simply fill in all your KYC information and then click apply.
And is it credit, or does it pay with things in crypto, or how does that work?
Effectively, you can utilize your crypto onto a prepaid debit Visa card and be able to shop online or in store.
Interesting. So what are your plans then for BlockBank? Where are you going to roll out here in the next year or so?
Well, effectively, we're focusing on the EU and the UK. Further to that, our focus will be on North America through our licensed partner, GemBlock Financial, which will be launched in about Q3 of this year. It serves specifically US and Canada, ensuring that we approach the market in a regulatory manner, specifically providing services which we are allowed through our partner services.
Interesting. And you mentioned Sandbox. Explain what that is for people that may not be familiar with the Sandbox concept.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've created a development environment where our partner projects can develop their services directly into our application. After going through a security check, the developments are then pushed to our live platform. This allows us to expand our offerings at a much more rapid pace. Our first project in the Sandbox is Orion Money, a decentralized application that allows you to participate in staking the top stablecoins in the industry at about 15% per year, which is an extremely exciting offer we are happy to share with our users.
Okay, so interesting. Thank you so much, Darren, for joining us and explaining BlockBank.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
Glint has developed proprietary technology that enables everyone to buy gold. Gold that's stored in Brink's vaults, insured by Lloyd's of London. With Glint's app and debit card, peace of mind is just a few taps away. It's easy to protect your hard-earned savings, and there are no minimums, hidden fees, or financial advisors required. To learn how to safeguard your future, go to glintpay.com or download Glint from your favorite app store.
Glow Token is a unique business. It's got a charity wallet. 1% of every transaction goes to charity. There's also dividends, a lottery. The dividends kind of part of the rewards that are part of the users of this token. And with me is the CEO, Brian Lawrence. To get an update, welcome, first of all. And what's an update since the last time we spoke a couple months ago?
So an update would be, I guess since we spoke the last couple months, we did go to the Netherlands and deliver a charity check to Children's Cancer Free Organization, also known as KICA over there. We actually had Adam Breyer, who was our CFO. He flew over there and hand delivered the check.
Okay.
While he was there, he actually went and bought a bunch of toys and took it to an orphanage and donated it as well.
Okay, great. So, and that's a key part of what you're doing is the charity part of it. Explain how it works. So, if I want to join Glow Token, where do I start? How does the money then get distributed to the charities?
So 1%, like you said, of every transaction goes to charity. It's kind of difficult to really explain exactly how you buy. Because right now, since we're not on a centralized exchange, we're still in the DeFi space, there's not a direct form of payment to buy Glow. So you have to swap for it.
Okay.
So we're actually about to create our own swap. It's launching very soon to where people can buy a big name token like Binance Chain and swap it for Glow.
Okay.
So that's going to make it a lot easier, and they can swap other tokens as well.
So that'll be interesting, and it will advance, I think, your business as well. And then you also just recently had a check for Child Abuse America?
Yeah, so we delivered this past month a check for $8,451 to Prevent Child Abuse America, which I actually got to be a part of delivering that check. That was very fun.
Yeah.
And you can actually check it out on glowtoken.net. That's our new website we just launched. And we have all the charities that we've donated to. I mean, we have everything about the token on there as far as the charity aspect, lottery, so people can kind of get an update and keep a track of the charities as we're going. It also allows you to vote for the charities.
Well, so I was just going to ask, how do you pick the charities where the money goes?
So it's a community-based vote. So the community not only suggests the charities, we go out and vet the charities, and then once we get a list of vetted charities, we bring it back to the community to pick one every month. So at the end, this is about to finalize. This month is actually the last day for it. So we'll announce the winner tonight. It's a close race, so I can't really tell who it's going to be. Okay. And we'll go next month and actually deliver the check.
And you were just saying that you just updated the website to be able to have a dashboard where you can follow all this stuff. So talk about that a little bit more.
So our token is also a rewards dividend token. So 10% of every transaction gets dispersed back to the holders in the form of BUSD, which now we have created a dashboard to where you can go online and you can actually see how much BUSD you have pending coming to your wallet. You can see how much you've already earned. You can actually keep track with pretty much everything about the token right on the dashboard. It's a one-stop shop. And once we have the swap, it'll allow you to literally do everything that you can want with our token on it.
Okay. And then what other things have you got planned in the future?
So we're actually about to launch a line of NFTs, which is a non-fungible token. It's a form of, I guess the best way I look at it is it's a form of digital artwork that is on the blockchain. So it can be traced through the blockchain. It makes it unique, makes it to where only one owner can have that specific piece of art. And we're actually doing the NFTs for charity as well. So
all called Glow Lions?
It is.
It's artwork.
It is artwork.
Somebody can own that. Okay. And then what about GLOWV2 swap? Is that what you were referring to in terms of being able to purchase the token, or is that something else?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So we're going to make it easier for our investors to be able to swap either into Glow or exchange their BUSDs for anything that they want. And it's going to be right there on the website as well. Okay. So that's an upcoming feature.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that the money is going to so many great causes. So thanks, Brian.
All right. Thank you.
Glint has developed proprietary technology that enables everyone to buy gold. Gold that's stored in Brink's vaults, insured by Lloyd's of London. With Glint's app and debit card, peace of mind is just a few taps away. It's easy to protect your hard-earned savings, and there are no minimums, hidden fees, or financial advisors required. To learn how to safeguard your future, go to glintpay.com or download Glint from your favorite app store.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Anna Berry. This is New to the Street, your weekly hack with Elaine Guy. Elaine is with GLOWX Data, the leader in Swiss-hosted private and secure communications and data management. All right, Elaine, let's get right into it. There's more constant, it seems like, a spear phishing hack. So what type of bait are people using these days, and how can we be aware of what's going on? And tell us about some of the solutions that Secure has to protect businesses and consumers.
Great, thanks, Anna. Hi, everyone. So, yeah, as usual, I think the article you're referring to is an Exchange server, which is part of the Microsoft Exchange email system that people use Exchange email and servers to essentially send spear phishing, what they call. So essentially businesses especially, I mean, we get them sometime too. Businesses, essentially what they do a lot of signature, they have contracts, etc., right? Businesses are big, so they don't necessarily communicate with each other in different departments. So these hackers, what they do is they send you an email that supposedly comes from, a supplier or anything like that. And it says, okay, please review the order or whatever, or your bill is enclosed, or contract is here, or whatever, anything. And that's easy because a lot of people, they say, oh, maybe that was a purchase order we didn't know about, or somebody wants to buy our product. Actually, that's a big one too. We have here's a purchase order for your company's solution. So who wouldn't click on that, right? So what's happening is the hackers now, especially on Exchange, you read a lot about that. What they do is they either track your email, and then suddenly they hijack the reply. So you communicate with another supplier or business, and the reply back from that business or supplier is hijacked, and that's when a lot of time either you click, they install a malware, or sometimes it's a wiring information where you have to send, I don't know, $100,000 to buy something, and it goes to a different account number. This is a real life story. We're not making this up. I have spoken to banks, I've spoken to businesses where this has happened more than once. So what we do is we try, at least with SEKUR, we have this thing called SEKUR Send, and we encourage all the businesses to use that, because SEKUR Send, it kind of guarantees you that the email really comes from somebody that you trust. And the idea is that if you're going to send something to a supplier, a client, or whatever, you want to use SEKUR Send feature, the recipient is guaranteed to get only your email, because what happens is that because the email stays in our server, it's not flying all over the net, it can't be hijacked. It's a simple thing. And then what happens is the recipient gets a notification through our Helix technology, and we're not to get too involved in the tech part of it, but basically they click on it, you can password protect it, you can decide how many times the recipient can read it, you can even put an expiration on it. You can say this email is valid only for 2 days, and if you're in New York and you send an email to London, it'll be at a time zone of London, which is great. And even if they have all the passwords after the 2 days, they can't open it. So then they're going to contact you and say, can you send me that email again? Now, that's when you send email out. The recipient, when they receive it, they click on the link and they're connected immediately to our server. So the hackers can't snoop around and sniff packing, as we say, and do all these sort of sniffing, which is what they do, to try to track the emails, because the emails are only in our servers. We just installed close to $1 million of equipment on top of it in both our locations in Switzerland. We have multiple locations and multiple redundancies in each location. One of the data centers, the largest in Switzerland, they house some of the biggest banks in the world, obviously international organization, United Nations, stuff like that. So these data centers are pretty tipped up, and the security is up to snuff, as we say. And then we have our own racks in them.
Great products you have, and I look forward to continuing this conversation because you have some good updates as well coming up this summer. So as always, thank you for joining us on New to the Street, Alain.
Thanks, and thanks for watching the Secure Privacy and Security Show on New to the Street.
All right, thank you all for watching.